Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Here we are working on the Banshee and we are assembling the clutch and installing some of the goodies. So here we are, stay tuned and enjoy the video. So here's the Pancake Bearing, this is the ceramic ball, and that's the Detent, and that's the steel billet shifter star. Modified, all from Mac Daddy Racing, guys. This is some super good quality stuff and looks like I'll be enjoying shifting on this Banshee. So as you can tell, this is a ceramic bearing on this Detent. Spins super smooth compared to what the original stamped out just little roller. And we'll dive into that a little later when I take apart the clutch. We'll see how all that looks compared to what it is now. And this is going to be super cool. Pancake bearing is going to help me shift also real fast. And get rid of that possibility of welding the clutch ball and stuff like that. So we need to take apart that clutch and everything and install this new stuff, and this will be super cool and a great mod that is fairly inexpensive. Also, here are the gaskets all ready to be put back together. So let's get into this thing and take it all apart and have it ready to go. So finally to the clutch off, and so here's the shifter star, and we'll have to take it off, and that's the Detent right there. We'll take it all apart and we'll install the new modified shifter star. Surprisingly, it was really easy to pull this off. You just use 2 fingers and it slid right off, even on that dowel pin right there that you will have to transfer into the new part. So you have to save that part, and that locates it from spinning and everything. So here I am comparing the parts that I took off. So on the left side it's the original, and on the right side it's the shifter star that's been modified. You can see the sharp edges are rounded, so it's gonna help smoothen out the shifting points, and it's not gonna be so much aggressive shifting, and this will help out. So that's where I transfer the dowel pin that you have to transfer from the old one, and this is the Detent with the ceramic bearing, which helps a lot. And this is just a stamped original part, OEM Banshee part, which doesn't really roll. It has to be kind of forced, which this one is a ceramic ball and it helps it roll fairly easily. So here we are getting everything ready to assemble, and we are adding some of this lube on all the parts that are going to be installing. So here we are grabbing the shifter star, and we're going to install it just like that. It's easily, there's no wrong way to install it. It's all grooved and cut, and then you slide in that dowel pin right there. And so we'll add that bolt in the middle, which will keep it from sliding out. So here we are now installing the Detent. So I moved the shifter out of the way, and now we're just going to slide the bolt in the spring and just slide it in and give it some pressure. So I'm going to put the bolt on first before I start aligning, and then I'm going to use my screwdriver and to somewhat align it, and then slide in the bolt, and it screws in pretty good, just like that. Give it a few uggas, and there you go. So here's the Pancake Bearing. On the right side is the original, and on the left side is the new upgraded MacDaddy Racing Pancake Bearing. As you can tell right there, they'll take off the top washer, and there's the little pancake bearing, and it rotates and creates a easily shifting operation during quick clutching. And as you can tell, there's the ceramic ball, which helps from melting, and it's super light also, in a sense, weight reduction. Anyways, but we'll be going ahead and installing this, and this should definitely help out with the mods on this Banshee. So here we are installing some of the lube for the clutch assembly. So we're going to start getting ready to install the clutches and everything. So stay tuned and watch how it goes all together. So now we're getting ready to tighten the pancake bearing and set the adjustment on the clutch. So what we need to do is grab the lock nut and install it on the set screw. And then we need to find an Allen wrench that will fit the set screw in the middle. And we adjust it by moving the little arrow on the top side of the engine where the cable attaches to, and make sure it lines up with the arrow. And then we adjust it with the set screw to make it just right, and then we use the center nut to lock the set screw from moving. So here you can see where I use pliers to hold the aluminum part of the pancake bearing, and then I use an Allen wrench to tighten the adjustments on the set screw where it matches the arrow, and then this will be perfect on the dime and we won't have to worry about it. So this wraps up the video, and hope you guys stay tuned for the next video of the Banshee, and it's most likely going to be running. And please like the video, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more.